Good evening, everybody, and welcome along to European Racing Series Tier 2. This is the final round of the season. Welcome along to the Yas Marina circuit in Abu Dhabi, of course, for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Now, the championship has already been decided a few races ago by Bottas and the man that we're currently riding on board with now. However, hopefully the drivers can give it something to fight for at the moment. 15 drivers. Let's see who's going to win the final race of the season. And there is some interesting news about sign-ups as well. Sign-ups, I believe, are open for next season. So if you're liking the action that we are about to provide to you today, and if you're on PC, then you can sign up. I do believe they're racing every Tuesday night once again. And who knows, I may be back in the commentary box. We'll have to wait and see if my PC can handle streaming that on the new PC game. That is the only factor, but there we go. So, let's go on board with Bottas Gang on a lap around this Yas Marina circuit. So you've gone past turn 1 and now you're going through turn 2 and 4. The most thrilling corners on the track. Your self-preservation tells you to lift, but you're going to keep the pedal to the metal, really. And then you go towards turn 5, 6, and into turn 7. Clip the curb at turn 5, second gear for turn 6, and then go through the back straight here, all the way into 7th gear, and then potentially 8th. Make sure ERS mode is at 4th ERS mode. And now approaching turn 8, coming up here. It is about to approach the next DRS zone. You'll be arriving at 205 miles per hour. You've got to make sure you move the car to the right a little bit, and then go to the apex on the left, get back on the power. Turn 10 is just a little kink as well, and you pass turn 12 and 13, and then 14, and then going in towards turn 15 and 16, and then all the way into turn 17, and then 18 and 19. You still got to keep your car fully planted and on the power here. In the lower speed corners, you can get away with setting the ERS modes on 5. Here comes Bottas going to set his provisional lap with a 1:34.1. So, just a quick reminder of what the DRS zones is around this circuit. There's one DRS zone between turn 10 and 11, and there's one between turn 7 and 8. It's one of the only tracks where there's no DRS zones at the start-finish straight, so should be intriguing. And one of the tracks where rain is not a possibility. It hardly ever rains unless someone sets the lobby to heavy rain, so yeah. So hopefully it does not happen, but it doesn't. So Abu Dhabi is also one of the tracks where the undercut can be so powerful. Pitching earlier on a 2-stop strategy is very the best situation to be on. So a lot of people will be going 2 stops. It is faster to do 2 stops around here than 1 stop. Probably will try soft, medium, medium is probably the most likely strategy, or mediums to hards for the 1-stop runners. There was one time when I was commentating where the leader didn't pit to around lap 8 and had to work so hard to overtake, and the person that did undercut actually benefited from the clean air. But I wonder if many people will be pitting around about the same time. So just a quick overview on the track. The track debuted in 2009 as the Formula 1 season finale, and Red Bull Sebastian Vettel won that year from teammate Mark Webber and the already crowned 2009 champion Jenson Button. And Vettel will go on to secure his first title in Abu Dhabi a year later. And the Yas Marina circuit has been a part of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix ever since. And what I like about this track is if you ever do go to see it, you get to see fantastic views around here. It's absolutely brilliant, and I absolutely love it. So, yes. So TX is about to cross the line now and finishes up. 1:37. Now, quite a few people on the hards, but that is to be expected, of course, because a few people are getting a little bit of a feel. And Tailworm for the last time in the chat has given us a weather report, but I don't think you needed to do that because obviously in Abu Dhabi it's dry anyway. So yeah. But thanks for letting us know anyway, as TX has gone and invalidated his lap time. So, but he's on his in lap anyway. Now this guy here, I believe he invalidated one of his laps, or it might be his first lap, I'm not entirely sure. But Furball, he did really well last week. He qualified low down, but due to penalties, he got a podium, which was absolutely amazing. And it was obviously he was in tier 3 before this, and now he's in tier 2, and it's working out much better for him. He's better when he's in the back of the field and he can climb his way up. So I won't be surprised if Furball goes for the alternate strategy tonight, as do a few people. We may see people doing medium softs, and safety cars are common. They are really common around the circuit. I know I've said that about a lot of tracks this season, but it is common. I raced in Abu Dhabi when my first race in Abu Dhabi was when the safety car patch came in, where they increased the frequency a little bit. We had 4 safety cars, and to be honest, it got a bit too extreme because there was one safety car at the end, at the end of turn 1 in that one, and then there was one, I can't remember what the other one was, but there were 4 safety cars and 1 BSC. So yeah, so do expect that some people could try out the mediums that way, or people might go on the hards maybe if they are thinking that a safety car could come. We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to find out. Mario's back as well on the grid as well, and we got Azure as well from tier 3. He is here as well tonight, so welcome to those guys. I think everybody else is I think pretty much everybody else has been here before, I believe. Last week there was quite a lot of newcomers last week, which was great to see. A lot of the MRL guys. The Funky JJ is sitting in P10 right now. 1:37.5 on the softs. That is not a good lap time to stay on the soft, but I'm guessing he's just getting a little bit of a feel for the car. These guys have got to be careful though. They have enough softs, of course, to last until the end of this race, because otherwise it can cost them dear. It's Furball. A little bit of a slide there on those softs. So that's going to cost him a little bit of time going towards the final corner, but coming towards the final corner he goes. And what lap time does he set? It is a 1:35.5 that puts him in P5 right now. A few tenths behind Cryptic in 4th place. And surprise, surprise, Bottas gang is on pole. So let us know also what you think the strategy is going to be as well. Let us know your thoughts. Let us know your opinions on the strategy as well. As Tailworm, I think Tailworm is back in the session, which is great news for Tailworm. I was a bit worried he wasn't going to get back in the session in time, but he is. Now, since there's no more race after this for a while, it's time for me to get my predictions in. So, I know I always go for the obvious predictions, but it's true. I'm looking at the statistics. I've got screenshots of those lovely statistics, which I found earlier on today. Bottas gang is more likely to get pole than anybody else, so I can almost guarantee you that that prediction will be correct, I think. And Bottas gang, I need to actually double check how many poles Bottas gang's had. He's had 13 pole positions this season. There's more people that had poles. McKenna, I believe, had a pole, but he's not here now. Rebel's had a pole position. So has Cryptic, and so has Zoro. So those are the amount of people that had poles this season. And Bottas gang took 8 wins as well. As Bottas gang, that's an interesting way to take to the pit entry. But there we go, and Zoro completely cut that, but yeah, that's an invalidation for him, but he's going into the pits anyway. So I'll say Bottas gang for pole. I have to say, I'm going to go Cryptic P2, and I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to go Zoro P3. That's going to be my prediction. for qualifying. To be honest, I hardly make predictions in qualifying, let alone the race, because I was commentating on a race on Saturday on PS4. The person who I predicted P3 binned it and ended up retiring from the race, ended up retiring from the race later on, and I just felt so annoyed that I kept jinxing people for dear life, but there we go. It is what it is at times. It is what it is. So 6 minutes left to go of the session. Everyone now is on either the soft or the medium compounder tyres. Potentially a few more people, like I will assume Hydrodan could try and get a lap on the softs, just to play it a little bit safe, I think, because otherwise it may be a bit of an issue for Hydrodan if he does not go on the softs, because he'll probably be lower down. But maybe he wants free choice of tyres. Maybe he wants to go a long way into this race. We'll have to wait and see, of course. So we've got yellow flag in sector 2, I believe. Not quite sure what that is for, but there we go. We'll have to wait and see it at some point now. And Hydrodan, I think everyone's there. Like Mario, I believe, got quali ban, or he chose to start from the back. I'm not entirely sure. I will double check that though. And also, if you're watching the stream as well, let us know if you're signing up for European Racing Series in the PC soon as well, because that'll be amazing. Actually, I will be astonished if you do, because it's great. It'll be great to get more people on the PC side on the RS. Again, not sure whether I'll be commentating or not, but we'll see. At the moment, yes, but if my game, when I do test streams, does not work, I will have to call it quits. But at the moment, yes, I will be streaming ERS. But it won't, I'm not sure what tier it will be though. Tier 2 most likely. So we're in a bit of a lull statement at the moment, so it's a perfect opportunity to go through the standings. So, standings. So, we already know that both championships have been decided, but Bottas Gang is currently leading the way with 305 points. Cryptic is in second place with 241 points, and he secures second place in the championship, so a big congratulations to him. TX in third place, and he also secures third place in the standings, so again, well done to him as well. That win he got in Japan just astonished me. I think he got that one in Japan. Let me have a look. Yeah, he did get it in Japan. I think that was his only win as well. And I was very impressed. Probably one of the most short moments of the season. Bottas Gang pitted under the virtual safety car, and I was like, oh my goodness. But there we go. So, Zora in fourth place. 4th and 5th are pretty close right now. 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, all the way down to 11th is pretty close. So 4th is Motocrosser with 100 points. 5th is Motocrosser with 100 points. 6th place is Set with 91 points. 7th place is Valley with 84 points. 8th place is Thad. I believe Thad is not here tonight. He's on 70. He finishes the season on 77 points. 9th place is Pavel with 73 points. 10th place is Mario with 72 points. 11th place is Hydrodan in at the Racing Point with 64 points. And we got Furball and Alex joint 12th on 15 points. Furball ahead on countback. Venice in 14th with 11 points. Takashki in 15th with 10 points. Kalusa in 16th with 8 points. Micro Penis in 17th place with 4 points. And Yoda, General Pepe and the Funky JJ yet to score. So that is your championship standings for the drivers. As far as your Constructors' Championship, Bottas Gang and Valley are leading away with 389 points. The gap, the maximum amount of points available tonight is 44 points. 43 without the fastest lap, 44 with the fastest lap. And a few races ago, it was confirmed that Sauber, what are you on about? It's the first time I said Sauber this season. But yeah, was confirmed a few races ago that Alfa Romeo were the Constructors' Champions. And also Racing Point do take second place in the standings as well with 267 points. Third place is Pavel and Cryptic on the Red Bull with 214 points. Fourth place is Toro Rosso with 193 points. Fifth place is Renault with 192 points. Sixth place is Mercedes with 191 points. Seventh place is Ferrari with 152 points. Eighth place is Haas with 146 points. Ninth place is Williams with 69 points, joint with McLaren. So they're joint last in the constructors' standings. That's not where you want to be. And I do believe Kalusa is not going to have enough time to get into the pits, which is going to be a bit of a shame, but there we go. As Valu has retired from the session then. Oh, and TX has left the session as well. Hopefully, unfortunately, spectators can't re-invite people back into the session, sadly. But there we go. So, final lap for most of these guys now. And I do believe... Oh, no, as TX has been disqualified for parking in a dangerous location. That is weird. That's probably the AI. That's probably, to be honest, that's probably the AI that has done that. But there we go. So, but it happens, of course. So, Hydra's just started his lap as well. Quite a few people started up. There was a Ferrari of Adia that started earlier on. Maxime won't be able to complete a lap. We've also got Zorro, who's on a lap. We've got Haas as well just behind. So a few people to keep an eye on. Let's see. Boas Gang is not going to improve. He's retired and he's not meant to retire on track, my friend. So I have a feeling he might get a penalty for that. As Funky JJ is out as well. So we got a few people about to cross the line. So let's follow Cryptic actually. Here we go, as Crypt comes across the line for his final qualifying lap on F1 2019 in ERS. He is in 4th place right now at the moment. So next what we cross the line will be Azir in the Ferrari. And then we've got the Racing Point Hydrodan, the Haas of MRL, and another Ferrari of Zorro. So let's follow Azir first. I'm rubbish at pronouncing names, so I do apologise, but... And he's invalidated, so I won't be following his lap. So let's follow the other Haas as he goes through the really hard complex. I can't remember what turn it is. I'm rubbish with turn numbers, as most of you may know. So, he was looking quite good in practice. Let's see if he could challenge that in the race as he comes across the final corner. And it's a 1:39.9 for him. Hydra's slowed down, so he's not going to improve. And I think that's it for qualifying, as Motocrosser can't improve. He's in 6th place at the moment. So on pole position once again is Bottas Gang for the final time, and he gets the DHL Most Pole Position Award. But he already has anyway, after a few races. So, well, if there was one. Luckily, TX has just joined just in time, so great news. Thank you to whoever invited him to the session already. That was good timing, but there we go. So, who's ready then for the final race in the European Racing Series Tier 2? I'm definitely ready. It's going to be a bit of a mixed emotion for some of these drivers. They're going to be sad that it's over, but it's going to be relieved that they've made it through another full 21 race season. 21 races. So they managed to get through 2 21 race seasons. Absolutely incredible. So, ignore about my XP. That is not important. So, the gap between 1st and 7th place is 0.8 of a second. And then we got Zora in 2nd, Furball 3rd, Cryptic 4th, Set 5th, Motocrosser in 6th, Kalusa 7th, Azia 8th with a good qualifying, Maxime in 9th, Tailworm in 10th, and we got Hydra, the Funky JJ, Valu, Mario, and TX606 with him being disqualified. Again, still don't know why the game does that. But there you go. But there are your standings. So welcome back. We are at the formation lap then here for Tier 2, the final round. For those of you that just joined us, Bottas Gang starts on pole position. Will he convert that to a race win? This could potentially be his final race in Tier 2 before he moves over to Tier 1, obviously. I think almost certainly that he'll probably be in Tier 1. I mean, I'll be shocked if he doesn't end up in Tier 1, but there we go. We'll have to wait and see, of course. We'll have to wait and see. So, very, very exciting stuff for everybody. So let's have a look also at what tyres people have decided to go on to. So, everyone in the top 10, for those of you that are new to league racing in general, they will have to start on the tyre that they set their fastest lap on, which is the soft compounded tyre. But Hydra, the only person outside of the top 10 to start on softs. So he'll be going for the 2-stop almost certainly. Whereas everybody else, the strategy is more or less open for these guys. Funky JJ, Valu, TX and Yoda on the mediums. Yoda is back. I think Yoda joined at the end of qualifying and he's now starting at the back of the grid, which is good news. And Mario is the only person out of all the people to start on the hard compound of tyres. Who's going to come out on top today? We'll have to wait and see. Now, it has come to my point of the session where I am going to get my predictions in on who I think is going to win the top 3. I was very close for my predictions. I was not expecting Furball to get third, but can he convert his third place into a podium finish? We'll have to wait and see. I think Bottas Gang is going to get the win. Zorro second. And I'm going to go with Calusa third. And for those of you that do watch my streams, I like to go for a bit of a bold prediction for, obviously, some of the guys. So that is why I've gone bold. But there we go. So, who's ready for some action here tonight? I know I am. It's going to be absolutely brilliant. I can tell you right now. As we're waiting for all the drivers to get into their grid slots. As Yoda's going to be the last one to put their grid slots in. So there we go. And no, it was actually a McLaren who did that. Okay, it was a McLaren. There we go. So, I'm excited about this. The crowd is hyped up. The stream's hyped up. I'm hyped up. Faz is hyped up in the chat. We've got the 5 red lights. And we are underway for the final race of the season. And looks like it's a pretty decent start from Bottas Gang as he makes way through turn number 1. But Furball has already been pressured by Cryptic as he goes towards turn 2 and turn 3. Cryptic taking the shortest run possible to get P3 for now. Does everyone make it clean past turn 2 and 3? Looks like they've all made it through clean so far, which is great news. So far, there may be a few issues around the back as a bollard has been taken off there. Hopefully that doesn't affect anyone as the 2 Hasses trying to go around the inside of Set. But it's going to be very, very difficult as obviously Set is on a medium compounded tyres, whereas Terraworm is on the soft. But you never know. Hydra trying to get a move around the inside he goes. As the yellow flag, as Zorro's out of the session. So Zorro's retired. Oh, where did he retire? I think just by the DRS detection point. You see? I told you. Jinxes do happen. Oh, no, I shouldn't have predicted. But usually it's the P3 jinx. It's not the P2 jinx. So, Yeah. And I did say that safety cars were coming as well. Oh my goodness. I should not have said anything more. I feel like a complete idiot now. But, oh well. So this could change things up massively. Will a few people opt to go for the medium compounded tyres early on, or will some people stay on the softs? If I were them, most of these guys will probably stay out on the softs, I think. And there's no point pitting now, because otherwise you're going to lose so much time. But Tailworm is going to take the gamble. He's going to decide, right, I'm going to try for the hards. Maybe he's going to go on. No, I do see yellow tyres fitted on this car then. So it is the medium compounded tyres that it is going on to his car. And there he goes then. So he could do mediums to hards maybe, potentially. And he's probably going to hope for another safety car as well. No one else is pitted, I believe, apart from Mario, who also pitted. And he is also on the medium compounded tyres. So a quick look at position gains so far in this race. We've got Cryptic that's gained 2 positions. Azia that's gained 4 positions. Brilliant start from him. He was in 8th place to start with. Motocrosser's gained 1 position. Maxime has gained 3 positions. Hydra has gained 4 positions. Funky JJ has gained 3 positions. Valu has gained 2 positions. TX has gained 3 positions. And Yoda has gained 3 positions. Biggest losers. Set down 5. Calusa down 1, and so is Mario. And Tailworm down 4. But obviously Tailworm and Mario chose to go for the gamble and pit. Oh, and Tailworm getting a 10-second time penalty for exceeding track limits. I wonder if he can get that removed, because I don't think he cut that much. Maybe it might have been a penalty or even a warning, but definitely not a 10-second one. I think I would have said either warning or 3-second penalty, in my opinion, but there we go. That is something that I'm a little bit shocked about. But that is racing at times. That is racing, of course. Yeah, Tailworm, I'm a bit shocked myself why you got that 10-second penalty. But whilst the safety car period is happening, it is not that long, just under 2 weeks until F1 2020 comes out. Obviously, the Schumacher edition comes out in 2 weeks. And I pre-ordered the game on PC, ready for release. And I'm excited. From what I've heard from the game, it is amazing. I hope so anyway. I'm looking forward to driving the 2 new tracks on the game, Zandvoort and Hanoi, which I do believe is going to be on the European Racing Series calendar for the drivers to get used to. And obviously in real life, none of the drivers have raced it yet, so if any of the drivers have not been on any sims such as Assetto Corsa Competizione or iRacing or Assetto Corsa, they may not have raced Zandvoort, so they'll have to have racing line for a little bit just so they get used to the track, and then obviously turn it back off when they're used to it again. Yeah, 10 seconds for a kind of safety car line. Oh, okay. I'm a bit shocked about that. And there's a little bit of a safety car glitch there. It might be me or the safety car's coming in very early. I am very shocked. What is the safety car doing? What? Cryptic disqualified? There's a lot of things happening in this lobby. A lot of things. Actually, I think it's fine. I've got glitches before like that when they said, oh, disqualified, but it never happened. What is happening with this safety car? It needs to be in front of them. What on earth? Oh my goodness. Oh, jeez, that made me jump. I am clipping that. I'm definitely clipping that. Because I have never seen that glitch on F1 2019. Never. That's very weird. Very weird. Verbal being disqualified. Oh my god. It's saying disqualified. I just want the glitches to stop now. Wait, what? A lot of people. Oh my god. What is going on? Verbal now disqualified. Zorro. Oh my god. What? Everyone's been disqualified. Oh my god. That's got to be a race restart. That's got to be. That's got to be a race restart. Literally, everybody is getting disqualified left, right, and centre. Oh, that is weird. And it has to happen in the final race. So, I will check on Discord, but I do believe we'll be having a lobby restart, chaps. So, that is a bit of a shame. But there we go, it happens. So, that is a shame. That is a shame, of course. So, I don't have the music source, that's annoying. So, let me just check quickly. Oh my god, Bottas gang has been crashed out. Right, yeah, that's definitely a lobby restart. I'm leaving the lobby, here we go, if it'll let me leave. There we go. Have any of you guys in chat experienced that? Because, oh my goodness, that was weird. That was very, very weird. So, yeah. So, I do believe we'll be having a lobby restart for that. Faz, if you look at about a few minutes, skip back to a few minutes and see the stream, you can see what happened. So, yeah. Yeah, you experienced it just now, Furball. And, thank you very much also for the follow as well. So, appreciate it. Yeah, I was like, first of all, the safety car was right in front of Bottas gang and Cryptic, and then I was like, okay, that's weird. And then that caused quite a few people to be pretty much the entire field got disqualified, and yeah, that was just weird. So hopefully we will get invites to the lobby pretty soon. Fingers crossed. Apologies for the delay, guys. And yes, we have been confirmed that someone's redoing the lobby. We are going to do a race, and it is going to be custom grids. And good news for Zorro, he gets to race again. He gets to race. So his retirement means nothing. And I wonder if safety car will be turned off now due to that glitch. Because I'll be surprised if it, if it does turn like that. So, yeah, very, very weird. But it happened. It happened. And anyone have screenshot of quality results? If someone could actually potentially clip it from my stream, I think they can do that. They can just clip it from my stream. You can, I'll just say that you can clip it from my stream, Zorro. There we go. So we're just sorting out some stuff at the moment. And, yeah, luckily... Oh, Furball saved the day. He's done a screenshot, but he's got the play button. Is it a video? No, it's not a video. But you can barely see it. So, basically, Bottas Gang, Zorro, Furball, Cryptic, Set, Motocrosser, Calusa, Azir, Maxime, and Tailworm, they have to start on the softs. Everybody else can start on whatever time that they want to. So, yes, and Funky JJ was also pointing out in the Discord that they get fresh softs, lucky buggers. So, yeah. So, if someone can confirm in the Discord as well when I can actually be invited to the lobby, that'll be brilliant. Because you can just get a nice screen like this at the moment, because I forgot to put, the thingy. And I might share Bottas Gan's clip on Twitter as well later on and see So I might put it from my perspective, and I'll also put it from a driver's perspective as well. So, yeah. I'm not looking at chat at the moment, so... but yeah. Apologies about the delay, everybody. Let's see if I can get an invite. So, let's see. I'll join game from Zoro. And I think what Zoro has to do, because obviously Zoro is the host, he has to wait for everybody to join the lobby, and then they'll do custom grids. So, I'm in the lobby. I'm in the lobby, safe and sound now. That is good news. That is good news. And apparently Bottas Gang is Jamaican. Is he Jamaican? I don't even know. So, there we go. So, welcome to all you 10 viewers. For those of you that are wondering why we haven't started yet, well, we had a safety car glitch which forced pretty much everybody in the race to be disqualified because the safety car was ahead of the people when it wasn't meant to happen. So that is why they're having a lobby restart. And if I were them, I would turn the safety car off. But usually in some leagues I've been in, if that glitch happens, safety car's turned off for that race, for the rest of the race, to avoid any more troubles. I think Abu Dhabi is usually the track where safety car causes the most havoc. So that's what I would do anyway. But it's not up to me. It's up to the lobby host and the admins to decide the best course of action. So hopefully, I do believe it's still 50% race as well. So we'll start the laps all over again, of course. And there's a few people that are getting mixed emotions. If some people would want the safety car off, some people want it on. You know, I don't know. In a normal situation, in a normal race, I would like it on. But if glitches happen like that, we don't want any more glitches in this race. And we don't... And obviously, because like I said earlier, the safety cars are a lot more common in this on this track. You know, you don't want to take any risks. But there we go. So hopefully, second time lucky, we can get this race underway. So, and don't crypt it. Don't you dare. Don't call it again. I don't want it to happen again. I just hope nobody has an incident which causes a safety car. Just please. Just keep it clean, guys. Just keep it absolutely clean, and everything shall be fine. So, I think everybody's in. We're just waiting for one more driver, and then Zoro will be starting the custom grid. And someone on the Discord chat, in the Tier 2 chat, has put a video of a cat there. Wow. Okay. So for the second time, the drivers have been told to ready up. Same settings. And if anyone starts on the wrong tyre in the top 10, then they'll be either penalised or disqualified. And most likely disqualified. So yeah. Most leagues are coming to an end this week. Pretty much almost every league is coming to an end either this week or the next. Which is going to be a bit of a sad moment. I don't know what to do with my nights before obviously F1 2020. Because commentary has become a part of my life, especially this year. Especially during the lockdown phases. It's got me through the tough times. And I don't know what I would do without commentary right now. I enjoy it. I love it. I've been doing it since 2018. And I think without the commentary, I'll be stressed. So, you know, obviously thanks to European Racing Series for giving me this opportunity to commentate for you this season. I know I'll say that in my thank yous later on, but it has been a lot of fun. We had a few slight technical issues, obviously, in the latter half of the season, but, you know, it can't be helped. It may be due to the heat, potentially, as well, but we don't know. So, fingers crossed, guys. We will have a better lobby experience next time. Or this time, anyway. So, get your... Well, I don't have emotes on my channel yet, which is a bit annoying, but for those of you that want to see emotes on my channel, or if anyone's actually good at making emotes, that'll be lovely. So, Are we ready? As we've got 19 seconds left to go. And you could just about hear the tannoy person as well on the announcement. So there we go. So 7:45, and obviously we haven't started yet, but hopefully we'll start soon. Right, here we go. Formation lap once again. Hopefully they've all started on the right tyre. So let's have a look. Let's have a look. Yes, they have. Brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. So none of the top 10 will be disqualified. Yay. So the top 11, well, Hydra's opted for the same tyre, whereas Funky JJ and Yoda, they opt for the softs. So for some of these guys, they may think, hards may not be the best course of action. They may realise, actually, the hards may be a lot more common than previously thought. So they're opting for that. So half an hour later than intended, we're about to start the race. Again, take two. Luckily, it didn't happen in qualifying, because otherwise it would have costed quite a few drivers time, of course. Now, I'm not going to get my predictions in because it jinxed Zoro last time. So I'm just going to say Boris Gang's going to win. That is going to be my prediction. That's going to be my only prediction. And if you ask me for what other prediction you want me to have, then it's going to be tough. So, yeah. So, once again, 28 laps way ahead of us. ERS management is going to be absolutely key. I always find ERS management to be quite difficult around this circuit due to the tight corners, but some of these guys, obviously, they are used to it. For me, this has been the first, well, 2020 has been the first time, as in the year 2020 has been the first time where I've actually tried ERS management for the first time. I'm getting used to it, but there's some parts where it's difficult, but the more you practice it, the better. But obviously, there will hardly be any ERS management in F1 2020, so the skills I've learned will be for nothing. But hey-ho, at least I've got that experience with ERS management, so that's great. So, let's see then. Yoda is about to cross the line now. He's in his right car this time, which is good news. So, I think everyone is in their right car. So, for the second time tonight, the 5 red lights going to come on your screens right now. Can Zoro get a better start? Can Zoro redeem himself? Let's find out. And we are underway once again here in Abu Dhabi. And this time, no, we can't. Bottas Gang gets a better launch once again. And again, Furball is challenged by Cryptic. So a few people having a lot of similar starts to what we've seen in the first start. Tailworms had an even worse start, actually. He's already down in last place. And Yoda's got a 5-second penalty. And we got a safety car. Really? And I think we see a racing point that's down there as well. That's Hydra. I think that's where Hydra binned it as well. So, yeah. Do you believe me that safety cars are more common in Abu Dhabi? Yes. You do? Okay, good. Because I certainly believe it. So, if it was the case in the first one, I don't think many people will be pitting. We'll have to wait and see, of course. Hopefully, no safety car glitches, please. Because otherwise, I'm going to die. So, keeping my fingers crossed on that one. So, TX and Yoda. TX in 9th. Let's see if anyone's gained big. So, Yoda, TX and Valu had better starts this time than last time. Furball has dropped down 1. Cryptic has gained 1. Azzy has gained 2. He gained 4 last time. So, he didn't have the best. Well, yeah, he had a good start, but not as good as, obviously, the first one. So let's see who opts for the pit lane. We'll have to wait and see, of course. I think Yoda's pitting Funky JJ is pitting. And Tailworm is just not liking the penalty situation, isn't he? Tailworm has got a drive-through penalty for speeding under the virtual safety car, and I think he's calling it quits and he's retiring from the session. But he's done the right thing. He's retired from the pit lane, so what can you do? I would have given up. So, hopefully, safety car, do not play on us, please. Please, just don't. I swear to God. If I have a wooden desk, but it's more, I don't know. Yeah, it is wood. Yeah, it is wood. And I'll touch my head as well. There we go. So both pieces of wood done and dusted. So, sorted there. I think luckily we're going to get a better chance this time. That is good news. I'm relieved about that they're going to have a better one. So, please, please, please. I don't know why I'm hoping for safety car to be better. But it looks like it is. No issues. Yay! Hopefully this carries on for the rest of the night. Now let me just get live reactions about the safety car times 2. And Motocrosser is going in there and saying, great. Which means that he's not happy. And Hydra Dan is going with his retirement. And Azia got a 5-second penalty with severe collision with Set, I believe. That was his collision. And it won't take that long for the field to catch up. So pretty much, I think the safety car is going to be in for one more lap or a few laps time. So we'll see a lot of people will be on the soft tyres for a bit longer, and they'll be on fresher softs as well. So my prediction of lap 4-5 when people can go on the softs, definitely wrong now due to this situation. Maybe 6, maybe potentially. We'll have to wait and see, of course. Okay then, so I went to get a quick drink whilst that safety car period was happening. So a quick reminder of the standings, ladies and gentlemen. Just for those of you that are wondering what the standings is. Safety car is in this lap, so I won't do that. Let's get back into the race action then, pretty soon. Yay, that's good. And Yoda's got a 10-second time penalty. Again, that's a bit harsh as well. I've got to say, it's not been the best game in terms of penalties. Well, not been the best race in terms of penalties, I mean. My, oh my. Very intense. Very, very intense. So it's now for Bottas going to really floor the field now. He's got to get a good restart. Because otherwise, other people are going to benefit from that restart. Let's see then. Can Zorro get the better jump this time from his rivals? We've got... And it's green, green, green here in Abu Dhabi. And we can see Kalusa and Azir having a battle at the background for 12th place, and Kalusa gets the job done on Azir quite quickly, actually, as well. Meanwhile, Cryptic is chasing down Zorro. like a man at the moment. He has had the best restart. Zoro not as much. So I think Zoro needs to forget about the troubles. Forget about the mistakes that Zoro has been having, obviously. And concentrate on the task in hand as well. Verbal dropping back a little bit, but he's obviously got time to make up as well. So I'll have to wait and see what happens, of course. As obviously the track temperatures will be different, as it's going to be from sunset to what you're seeing right now to dark. So tyres will be affected in a different way. Muscle, they got to know about the muscle memory because obviously it's different in the dusk. But obviously the floodlights will be on, so obviously you can see the cars. And the graphics just look so much better in the dark, in my personal opinion. Now, I like Monaco as a night race because obviously it looks so much better on the game and it's so much rewarding to play in a way. So hopefully they kept that in for F1 2020, but we'll have to wait and see, of course. Bottas gang with not really much of a surprise there, setting the fastest lap of the race so far with a 1:38 something. I can't remember what time that was, but there we go. And he's getting a 3-second time penalty. Multiple warnings he gets as well. Which is very, very sad, of course. So, obviously, Valeu is now on the on the medium tyres and is now charging the soft runners. He's been on the medium tyres for actually most of this lap, actually. So, there we go. And as you can see, TX trying to make a good move there. Brilliant job from him. We'll have to wait and see, of course. So Valeu has to take the outside, surely. Nope, he does not. He does not take that. He just want to be a bit too greedy. Meanwhile, Asia is getting his guns out. He's getting his guns are blazing here today, and looks like the hat's coming back at him at the funky JJ. Obviously around the outside he goes. Oh, he's gone off the circuit now. He's gone off the outside, and there's a yellow flag. And motocross is out. Oh, that is a massive shunt. 3 cars out in the space of 1 corner. And that means another set. Oh my goodness. That's pretty much given some of these guys a free pit stop. It's come out a really bad timing for Zoro and Cryptic though. But for Bottas gang, Verbal, and Set and Maxime, it's a blessing in disguise. They get a free pit stop. Oh my goodness, literally, there's been so many things that has happened that race so far. It's just been crazy. I don't know who caused that actually, because I saw the yellow flag and boom, quite a few cars retired. So I'm not entirely sure about that. So it'll be interesting to obviously get the driver's POV from that. Obviously the safety car is waiting, I think, between turn 5 and 6 by the looks of things. And it looks like motocross have tried to go for the send but did not work. But if it was 3 wide, obviously 3 wide does not mix. So, but meanwhile, for the 10 drivers that are still in this race, as long as they finish it, they'll get points. And obviously a chance for most of these guys to get fastest lap as well. Yeah, this is probably one being one of the most craziest Abu Dhabi races I have seen in a long time. In an absolute long time. And just bear in mind, by the way, I'm not checking follows until the end of the stream, by the way. So obviously have to concentrate on the commentary. So, when is the safety car going to meet these guys? Now, I think because it hasn't met the leaders, that's why the safety car is waiting. So that's allowing the likes of Zoro, Cryptic and Yoda, who is staying out, which obviously he is. I think all the soft runners decided, right, you want to get this two-stop underway and go on to the mediums. And if they hadn't have pitted, they would have lost so much time. Look at that. Bottas gang with the undercut. Works perfectly. Let's see what Zoro could do. Is Zoro going to be ahead of Furball? Zoro and Cryptic ahead of Furball, actually. So for Bottas gang's instance, because obviously he pulled up a good gap in the first safety car restart, he was able to hold on to that for the undercut. Zoro the same, and with the overcut with Cryptic, but Furball just didn't quite work for him. But at the moment, he's still in a net P4, and I would say that I would be impressed with that. So it'll be interesting, very interesting. What do you think of that? And Bottas gang is running an AI for some weird reason, but I think he's just checking penalties, I believe, from other people. So he's aware of who's got what penalties throughout the field, which is good. It's a perfect opportunity, actually, in any safety car period, to go onto the race director and do that. So that's my personal opinion anyway. That's a perfect chance to look at it, of course. So, due to the fact that there was pretty much the safety car was running in tandem, I won't be surprised if the safety car comes in this lap. That'll be my personal intention anyway. But obviously the safety car stays out. So more chance for people to warm their tyres. Now, due to obviously Zoro getting a 5-second penalty for exceeding track limits. Now, I don't think you can get that removed because obviously I'm almost certain Zoro will have to pit again, because there's no way that these mediums are going to make it to the end of the Grand Prix. There is literally no way. So what does these guys have to do? They have to try and obviously, but at least when they go into the pits, their 5 seconds will be wiped off anyway. So that will be their penalty over with, of course. But that is something hopefully the penalty system will be fixed in the new game as well. Are any of you guys getting the game early? Also, for any of you PS4 guys that are watching the stream at the moment, Assetto Corsa Competizione is out at the moment, and hope you guys are enjoying it. If you are liking it, of course. Is it a good game? I'm debating on whether to get it on PS4, but there are going to be private lobbies soon, so as soon as I get private lobbies sorted, then that's when I'm going to get the game. But I'm not going to get the game yet, but I'm a bit anxious because obviously the DLC is obviously free for the time being, I think for a few days actually, and then that's it, you have to pay for it. So yeah, that's why I'm a bit cautious. So safety car in this lap then. It's coming a bit earlier than I thought it was going to be. And Possibly Glad says, how do I get involved in this league? Now, unfortunately, it's not on Xbox, my friend. It's on PC. So there is quite a lot of Xbox leagues you can get involved in. I will do a few retweets at the end of my stream. So if you follow me on Twitter, at JessGames95, there are quite a few Xbox leagues that I do recommend. WRR is one of them. I think there's RGL as well. That's pretty good. So check those out. WRR, I would say, is one of the best leagues on Xbox that are just for Xbox. So, you know, I would personally check them out. as well, if you haven't already. You may have already, but we'll see anyway. So, Yoda has got a good start from Asia at the safety car restart. So the medium run is pulling away. But you can see Bottas gang on the hards. Oh! So do you run RGL then? Or WRR? Which one do you run? RGL or WRR? That is... Yeah, because I did see your name floating about somewhere. And it's like, interesting. Anyway, let's get back to the race. Right now, as Bottas gang is now 2/10 behind Kalusa. Obviously, Bottas gang being a lot faster than Kalusa. So, this should be, obviously, easy pickings for him. Let's see. Bottas gang is going to go for the run. No DRS enabled though at the moment. So here we go. Bottas gang is going to go around the outside. As Kalusa tries to cover him off just a little bit. Oh, and Zorro is having a little bit of a ding-dong bow as well. And Cryptic is also joining in the fun as well. Zorro getting an absolute good run as Bottas gang made a little bit of a mistake there. So, unfortunately, Bottas gang's down to 6th. Zorro's in the net lead right now. Maxime down to 10th place at the moment. Losing, I think, quite a few positions. I think he got unlucky with obviously the safety cars. As have, obviously, some of those guys. Which is a bit of a shame, obviously. But it happens. Gap now between Yoda and Asia, about 6/10 now. And the pit window will open for some of these guys in a few laps' time, around laps 9 to 12, as Bottas gang is being pressured by Cryptic, but Bottas gang is saying, no thank you, you're not having my sit position on track. But Cryptic is going to try and have another go around the outside. He goes. Taking the longest run to the line. He goes. Okay, he's actually going to stay to the inside, actually. He stays to the inside. He doesn't want to go on the outside line. So, Cryptic is defending for all his might right now. Bottas gang, I don't think it's going to challenge him at the moment. He doesn't want to use up his tyres right now. Let's see also the ERS usage for some of these guys. Obviously, Bottas gang is on, I believe. It's on, I don't know. It's on 4 lap old hards. Cryptic's on 56 ERS. Cryptic's on 64. So that's why Cryptic has been defending very nicely, because obviously Cryptic has more ERS to play with. So, and DRS is enabled. So I said ERS earlier, but now it's DRS. It's hard to get to grips with it sometimes, but there we go. Let's see then how far these guys, obviously on the medium compounder tyres, can actually start to push on them, because obviously the optimum pace will go away in a few laps time, and you really don't want to be doing that. So some of these guys, they may want a free pit stop, they may want to go 15 laps on them, you never know. But they've got to worry also that there's guys newer on newer medium tyres that could be catching up, and there may be some people trying to do a one-stop strategy, but that won't work out either. I don't know what the optimum pace is, obviously, for the soft tyres. When will the soft die? I think lap 8, I think, or lap 9. Probably lap 8, I think. But let's see, we can see Yoda getting a little bit of a slide there, as he is quite hungry for P1 on track. It's not going to stay P1, obviously, when they pit, of course, but at least they're getting some sort of glory for the final race of the season. As I think Yoda's getting some better straight line speed as he goes past. I need to actually check what corner it is. Let me have a look. One thing I should remember for next season, know the corner numbers off by heart. The only one I know the corners perfectly is Silverstone. Silverstone and Monza are the corners I know, mostly by name. And obviously I know the turn numbers of France as well. So, those are the only corners I know, obviously. So going through to turn 7, yeah, you can tell Azia's got better corner speed, whereas Yoda has got better straight line speed. So it's nice to see, obviously, them being challenged. Here we go then. Is Azia going to defend to the outside? No, he attacks to the inside and goes back to the outside again. And he takes the lead of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Even if it's obviously a short moment, he's liking this glory. Can Yoda do the cut back on the outside? No. It's just so tight. These corners, it's just hard to make the move unless potentially you can get some DRS. JJ is having some pressure from Kalusa as well. Zoro has managed to get past in traffic. Bottas gang has dropped down massively. I did not see that coming. I think Bottas gang probably had potentially a little bit of a spin, which is probably what caused it, obviously. But I'm not entirely sure. But we'll have to wait and see. So, here comes Bottas gang. I think he's got damage. So, again, I've jinxed one of my predictions. Very annoying. Maybe I could try and get someone else in the commentary box with me next season, and then they can predict some things, and then I don't need to worry about. And yeah, it's a change in front wing. So where on earth did he get damage? I may have to watch the stream back, because there might have been a yellow flag for when that incident happened. But honestly, it's impossible to tell. Very impossible to tell. As obviously JJ's dropping down. Maxime is loving those medium tyres right now. He's loving the stint. He's going to be a net P3 right now, which is probably going to be one of his best results, obviously. So, Maxime to the inside. It looked like, no. He's not going to challenge at the moment. I don't think he was, because I think Kalusa is pushing Maxime to use his ERS, and I think both of them are pushing each other, but I think Kalusa is doing a little bit more saving compared to Maxime. And obviously, if you don't have, once you get, a little bit of banging wheels there, that's not what you want to do, my friend. And Boasgang gets a penalty. We got a yellow flag, and it's Maxime that's spun. He's got damage. I think that's probably like the 3rd or 4th jinx I've had tonight. Yeah, that's not good for me. That's not good. I mean, I don't mean to jinx people. I don't mean to. I promise. I 100% promise you. So, yeah. As Azia's dropped down to 3rd, obviously, I think there was a little bit of team orders. Obviously, Zoro on a different strategy to Azia. And I do believe, obviously, Azia pitted quite early, so. But here comes Zoro on Yoda then. Easily does it around the outside. Oh, and a little bit of a spin. Oh, my goodness. I think his tyres are not doing too well at the moment. A big pile up, actually. Oh, my God. So Yoda keeps the lead. Cryptic's P2. Pretty much the order has turned on its head. And oh, my God, it's going to go 3 wide. This is not going to end well. But somehow they keep it clean. Wow. I am shocked. I am 100% shocked about that one. That these guys have kept that clean there. Oh, as I think Azia has touched the back of Kalusa there. Oh. That obviously is unfortunate. but it happens. We're pretty much halfway in this race and so many crazy things have happened. Azzy, I believe, has got damage. I think quite a few people have got damage. Yoda hasn't. Well, Yoda, I think, is pitting. Or it might be just scheduled stops. So, let's look at Azzy, actually. Yes, it is damage. And he's having his 5-second stop go. Yoda is for damage as well. So, yeah, that's a shame for both of them. That promotes Verbal back into second place. He's been avoiding all the carnage that's unfolding. And he's staying. He's keeping his nose clean. And the awards are helping him right now. His nearest challenge is about 2 seconds down the road, and that's Set in 4th place. That's on a similar strategy, because Set is also on 9-lap-old mediums. Let us know what you guys think of the race so far, and also tell me if you are planning to obviously sign up for next season, of course. For PC, of course. I strongly, highly recommend that obviously you do sign up, because it is a great league. It's a great league to commentate, I must say. So when will these guys pit for either another set of mediums or the softs? We'll have to find out pretty soon. I think for some of these guys, it's more about how long can they stretch those mediums. Can they stretch it a bit longer? We do have another yellow flag. For some reason, it's not popping up on my screen about the yellow flags. It's only popping up on the left-hand side as Maxime has gone off again. Has gone off in the runoff area by the looks of things. So there we go. So Calusa's in the pits. It might be for a scheduled stop for another set of mediums. Yes, it is a scheduled stop. So here he goes. I do believe that will be until the end of the Grand Prix. So until the end of this race, that is when, obviously, these guys will be doing it on. So let's see if Calusa can pull these tyres to where they need to be. Well, we know that the mediums can last 12 laps, so that is a sensible position to be in. Maybe some of these guys want to try and do even laps on each tyre. They do, obviously, at the beginning they do the softs. But technically, all the guys that started on the softs, they were only on a few laps on the softs for a few racing laps. So obviously there was a safety car, and then the safety car came again, and obviously they had to, most of the guys, pretty much all of them, pitted for the medium compounder tyres. You know, it's something which is intriguing. So it is getting darker and darker. It's actually night time now. You can see just a little bit of sunset peeping out, but it is mainly the floodlights that come on now, and it looks amazing, doesn't it? And just look at that Renault. That Renault just looks so good. I wonder what it looks like, obviously, the new F1 2020 game. I hope it looks good, but obviously we'll have to wait and see. And please keep an eye, especially if you're on PC, keep an eye on me on launch day on Tuesday the 7th, I believe, for the Schumacher edition. Keep an eye on me. I'll be doing some open lobbies. And I'll be keen to get some of the ERS guys involved as well, obviously. So, interesting. As I thought I saw someone gone off then, but it may have just been something else. So we'll have to wait and see. So, I think majority of these guys that are still running, they probably want to try and do their final still on the softs. But the question is, will they have enough softs left to do that? Obviously, it depends on what option they picked in the pits. Did they go for the balanced option? Did they go for the softer option or the hard option? Well, obviously, if you're on the soft option, of course you have enough softs left. But and balance maybe, but harder, potentially not. So that is why my strongly recommend is probably, if it's a two-stop race, and if the fastest strategy is obviously two-stop, then obviously make sure you go a balanced option so you have enough, you know, enough of these things. So, here comes Furball then in the pits. So he's taking the gamble. So Cryptic. So Furball, I've seen the undercut work better around here than the overcut. So, set. So Furball's actually serving his 5-second stock go. I completely forgot about that. So that's going to allow, I think, Cryptic a little bit of a saving grace at the moment. But there is Furball on another set of mediums. And that is going to take him until the end of the race. As Maxime is out, so the sole Renault driver is out. Where did he retire? Ooh, wait a minute. I think I just missed that. So that was, I think, just at the entry point of turn 5 and 6. That's cost him so much time. He was running a good race as well, so it's a bit of a shame, but it happened. So, and for somehow, obviously, because a few people had to pit for damage, this could be that a few people could potentially be in the net race lead. I don't know. It's going to be, obviously, due to the strategy being so mixed, it's going to be impossible to tell who I think is going to win this thing. So, and DRS is enabled. The virtual safety car was obviously, must have been in a quick situation. So, obviously let us know who your driver of the day is. Of course. By just putting in a chat, potentially, will be quite nice. And Crypto goes into the pits now. Will he go ahead of Furball? That is the question. Obviously, Kalusa got ahead of Furball as well. So I think maybe getting damaged maybe hasn't been that bad after all. So obviously some people got a free pit stop from the damage. So here we go then, as I think Zoro and Bottas Gang hang about. Yes, they are. Bottas Gang's going to get the inside. And I think he gets it just before the end of the DRS point. Brilliant stuff from Bottas Gang and Zoro. But Zoro is going to try and get the inside again. Can he stick to it? He's sticking to the inside. Bottas Gang defending to the outside with all his must at the moment. But it's no means feat right now. He's chasing Set as well. I do believe Bottas Gang's getting DRS from Set at the moment. As obviously you can get away with extending some curves around this circuit. And obviously Bottas Gang really needs to get past Set right now, which he does. I think he does. Yes, he does. There we go. He does do it. So at the moment, Bottas Gang is in the lead, but can he stretch those medium tyres to last for 9 laps? It's going to be a tight call. Maybe Bottas Gang may want to go for the risk, or maybe go for the sauce, maybe. Who's going to get the all-important fastest lap too? That is the question. Set is on the softs. So obviously there were a few people that are on the mediums. That were doing medium. Some of these guys have to pit again. So, let me have a look actually. Who has to pit again? So, no, actually, everybody is fine with their stops, because obviously everyone started on the softs. So, yeah, everyone doesn't. I think the only person that has to pit again is Zoro and Azia. Everybody else has pitted and doesn't need to. Because obviously there's no way that obviously Azia's. Actually, no. Or maybe Azia got those medium, I don't know. But Or maybe a glitch that he started on a different... I don't know. What did he start? I can't remember what tyres Azia started on, to be fair, but I'll double check soon. But obviously, it will be amazing if these guys can get through a one-stop situation, but there we go. As Set has got a 3-second time penalty due to multiple warnings. And Cryptic's in the fast lap of this race, but can Set challenge that? I think we won't know who's going to get fastest lap potentially until a few laps' time. It's getting absolutely darker here in Abu Dhabi for the final race. And it's not actually that long. Next Friday is the start of FP1 in Austria, which I'm excited for. I am planning to take that day off for that, just to watch FP1, because I am dying for the Formula 1 season to be back. I mean, I am so excited for the F1 season. I am just so pumped. It's going to be great to watch these guys. I just want racing to get back into it again. I've been missing it. I've been missing watching racing for a while now. Virtual racing is good, obviously, but nothing is better than the real thing. I mean, you know, the shortened season is going to change things up so much. And, you know, I'm probably going to call it right now. It's going to be, I always go for pole positions, but you never know, they might bottle it. But I don't care. I think due to the fact quite a lot of tracks are suited to the Red Bull cars, the first 2 tracks are Red Bull favourites. So by the end of this, obviously because Austria's a double header, by the end of the second race in Austria, Red Bull could be leading the constructors by a long margin. So I think Red Bull are either going to win the constructors or be second in the constructors. And that'll be their first constructors win since 2013, I believe. To be honest, it would be amazing to see someone under the Mercedes win the constructors. I mean, no one has won the constructors apart from Mercedes since the hybrid era, and I kind of want someone to knock it off their perch, really, to obviously make the sport a little bit more interesting. But yeah, it happens. I don't think Zoro's going to catch up to these two now. So it's really between Cryptic's newer mediums against Bottas Gang's older mediums. I wonder if the tyre graphic shows up on the spectator view on this game in 2020. Please, please, I'm praying to God that it does. But anyway, enough about spectatorness. It's all about the racing here. We got a Red Bull versus an Alpha. An Alpha dominating, obviously, the ERS Tier 2 Constructors' Championship. And already confirmed... Well, but basically, the top 2 in the championship are fighting for the win here. So that is obviously a coincidence here today, of course. And obviously Bottas Gang pulling away. He's getting the speed up pretty quickly. We can already see a train forming for pretty much, I think, 4th place. 3rd place, actually. So podiums can still come into effect. We don't know about penalty situations either. So that comes to effect. Matt sees after session. Verball's going to get the inside, which he is going to say, see you later. But Funky JJ is going to have none of that and dives it around. He tries to send it, but Verbal gets a switch back. Meanwhile, battle for the lead. Crypto gets the lead. There's just so much battling happening towards the end of this race. They're turning up the notch right now. Meanwhile, Zora on Yoda. Zora getting the jump on Yoda there, and obviously Zoro doing brilliantly on those 60-lap-old mediums. Just fingers crossed that Zoro doesn't have a punch due to that. Oh, a bit of a touch from Yoda. That's not what you want, my friend. Verbal's in this battle as well with Kalusa, the other McLaren. He can really go into this battle now. He's up now into 5th place. Let's see what Yoda can do. A bit of touching actually between Yoda and Zorro. They've got to be careful. Any mistakes could cost the likes of Verbal, Kalusa or Funky JJ to possibly have a potential sniff of a podium spot. As Kalusa goes off the circuit, that probably might be a warning there, but we'll keep an eye on that. That's for sure. As Yoda's 12 seconds behind Bottas Gang, but he's holding up this train of cars. So penalties is definitely going to come into play here without a shadow of a doubt. So do watch out, guys. Do watch out. Let's see them. Here comes Verbal. He's got DRS, but I think he's a little bit too further back to catch Yoda. Yoda's trying to break the slipstream. So it's going to be really, really tough for these guys to defend. Meanwhile, Azia and Kalusa hang a battle. Azia to the inside. And he takes it. Brilliant stuff from Azia. From 7th place, defending. Obviously, it could all change with penalties. We'll have to wait and see. Cryptic definitely pulling away from Bottas Gang now. So Bottas Gang may be struggling just a little bit more. But obviously, we'll have to wait and see. These are the final few laps on European Racing Series. Tier 2, the final few laps on F1 2019 on this game for some of these guys. And for some of these guys, they'll probably most likely be uninstalling the game after tonight unless they have a few more races to go. For some of these guys, they do have a few more races, so they have to keep the game installed. But for most of them, as soon as this race is over, they can click on the uninstall button if they don't want to play this game anymore, and they can get ready to download F1 2020. And Funky JJ has had a bit of an off, but there's another yellow flag. I do believe that's set. Yes, that is set. Who has had a bit of an issue. And meanwhile, Verbal has got past Yoda. That's Verbal up into 3rd, but I wonder if Verbal has regretted that. Because Verbal's going to lose the ERS. The DRS, what are you on about? Let's see them. Yoda's got to be careful not to hold up people too much because Azia can catch up to them. Meanwhile, the 2 Ferraris are fighting. Let's see what Zora could do on the outside. This was 3 wide. Oh, Funky JJ trying to doing that as well. Oh, you got one more race, Joe. Okay, you got one more race. Okay. Yeah, for some of these guys, I think they have one more race, but for the majority of them, they'll probably have none. I think this is my fight. Actually, no, I've got quite a few races on PC still left to go. So I have to keep the game installed, obviously. So 2 more laps to go then. As everyone's cheering for, obviously, for their favourite drivers, I think the battle for the win is not going to change unless penalties come into account, of course. And do not forget, if you want to follow me actually on Twitch, you can follow me, or you could follow at European Series on Twitter to find out more information about Season 7. And I do believe sign-ups are open on Discord if you join their Discord as well. Quite a few new drivers have signed up for the season on F1 2020, which is great to see. Set, I believe, is going for the fastest lap, so that's why he's pitting for the soft compounder tyres. And to be honest, I don't blame him. I don't blame him for doing that, as Zorro is challenging for the move. This could be the last lunge he's going to do. Bottas getting a penalty. This probably won't affect him now. I do believe he's got 2 2 3-second ones. So he's on 6 seconds at the moment. I don't think he's got any more. Maybe Ferbal will be speaking to his Jeff, finding out about the penalty situation. Obviously, it only tells you about the driver in front. It sometimes tells you about the driver. It actually does tell you about the driver behind when you ask about the driver behind, but it doesn't tell you about the other drivers. Which, obviously, it's a bit of a shame, of course. So, 2 laps to go. I said 2 laps to go ages ago, but it wasn't. It was 3 laps to go because I am a absolute idiot. So Zorro goes into the pits. I'm quite shocked, actually. Maybe he wants to go for fastest lap 2. I guess he wants to have He wants to obviously to have a little bit of fun, which is fair enough. And I think Zorro trying to get those medium tyres to the end. It was just a very brave thing, but unfortunately he could not do it. But fair enough, he tried his best, obviously, and it just didn't quite work out for him. So Cryptic starts the final lap of this race. Bottas gang just losing so much time, and he's got to be careful. Let's look at penalties, actually. Let's look at penalties. Cryptic, how many penalties has he got? He has got 1 warning. Bottas gang has got 2 penalties. That's 6 seconds. Verbal has got just a 5-second, which I believe he served. Yoda has got, I think Yoda had a 10-second one, but surely that will be removed, but that's it. Azir has got, oh, look at the penalties he's got. Jesus, he's got quite a lot. Funky JJ, he's got 1 penalty. Calusa has got 2 penalties. Zorro has got 1 penalty plus a 5-second. And Set has got 1 penalty. So, those are the status of your penalties then, which could make or break. If Ferbal wants second, he's got to find 2 seconds in this final lap. It's going to be tough, but you never know. Bottas gang might start to struggle on those medium tyres. He's on 15-lap old medium, for God's sake, whereas Ferbal's on 10-lap old medium, so he could find a little bit more time. Maybe he's hungry inside that he wants to. So anyway, let's follow Cryptic. He hasn't won the championship, but he's ended the season in style. He wins the final race of European Racing Series Tier 2 Season 6. Well done to him. Bottas gang gets P2 on track. I think he's going to stay there by the looks of things. Unless Ferbal can find another 1.5 seconds. No, he couldn't. But he's another podium for him. His 2nd podium in a row is no means feat, so well done to him. Yoda with a great performance in 4th place. Started, I believe, 15th. So started in last place and up into 4th. I would say driver of the day. He's played the strategy really well tonight. Azia with a great performance in 5th place. Funky JJ, he's gained 6. Brilliant stuff. Kalusa in 7th. What could have been for Zorro and Set, though. Who's got the fastest lap? Let me have a look. Fastest lap at the moment goes to Set with a 1:36.2. And that's going to stay like that. So he's going to get 3 points added to his total. So it's not too bad for him. He still gets points. So here we go then. your final podium on F1 2019 European Racing Series. I wasn't meant to do that. Oops. I was meant to see the podium, but never mind. But before we go through to the main race results, let's have a look at the race director. Quite less penalties than I actually thought it was going to be, but there we go. So, Cryptic wins. No penalties to his name. Verbal, no penalties to his name. 2 clean drivers. Bottas Gang second. Verbal third. Yoda fourth. Asia fifth. Funky JJ in sixth. Kalusa seventh. Zoro eighth. And Set ninth. And your non-finishers are Maxime, Valu, TX, Motocrosser, Tailworm and Hydra Dan. It's been an absolute pleasure commentating for pretty much, I can't remember when I started, but it's been a pleasure commentating for 2/3 of the season. It's been an absolute pleasure. I've had a lot of fun. Thank you to obviously Dennis, Faz and all the admins for letting me do this, for letting me commentate here too. It's been absolutely brilliant. Thanks to all the drivers for giving us a fabulous show all season long. Obviously, congratulations to our champion, Bottas Gang, and our runner-up of Cryptic. And obviously, thanks to you guys for watching at home, watching every single week. Some of you guys were giving some strategy tips as well, which was quite nice, so thank you so much. And we will see you, who knows? You'll see more on my streams this week, but for an ERS point of view, we will see you. I don't know when it starts, really, but we'll see you soon for Season 7 on F1 2020. Have a good evening, everyone. Stay safe, everyone, and stay alert with this coronavirus outbreak. I hope everybody is doing good, and we'll get through this. And get your waves in the chat. Goodbye.